Welcome back to Drew's Model Bench. Today, we're taking a hard look at a true staple of the hobby, Tamiya's 1/35th scale M41 Walker Bulldog. I recently snagged this kit for 40% off the sticker price, making it one of the absolute best budget buys you can find on a hobby shop shelf. But before we get into the full assembly video dropping next week, let's briefly show you what's in the box. Because when you buy this kit, you aren't just getting a tank, you're getting a massive piece of scale modeling history. The real Walker Bulldog was developed back in 1947, and it was famous for two things: a blistering top speed of 45 miles per hour and a supercharged Continental gas engine that was so obnoxiously loud the crew could barely think. But this plastic kit has an incredible history of its own. While it's branded as kit number 55 in Tamiya's military miniatures line from the mid-70s, the original tooling actually dates all the way back to the 1960s. This wasn't originally designed as a static display model. It was actually engineered as a motorized toy. Because we are dealing with mold pushing 60 years old, you have to manage your expectations. The figure details are surprisingly sharp, but the tank itself, it demands actual modeling skills. Expect moderate flash, heavy seam lines, and very poorly placed punch marks that require serious filling and sanding. You could just weather over those rough spots, but the included US figures inspired a different approach. Instead of burying this bulldog in mud and battle damage, I decided to build it as a National Guard monument tank to match the American figures. That means a nearly clean finish with zero tactical markings. Pulling off a solid color build without it looking like a cheap toy is going to be a massive challenge. I plan to keep the weathering light with just some minor rust, oxidized paint, and rain streaks. I also plan to make the figures look like they are bronze figurines. However, before we can get to that next step, we first need to tackle the prep work and build a solid foundation. Next week, I'll walk you through the rigorous cleanup required for this kit and how I laid the groundwork for that monument finish. Make sure you're subscribed. Catch you at the bench.